Hello, I'm Miss Duco. Today we're going to be reading a story called A Kenya Christmas. I hope you'll like it. A Kenya Christmas. Written by Tony Johnson, illustrated by Leonard Jenkins. Every December, my rich Aunt Ada came to visit us from Nairobi. I remember one Christmas very well, the year that I was 10. One day, like a dust devil, Aunt Ada swirled up the path. Beside her romped her pet cheetahs, Pomp and Circumstance. Thud! She dropped her bags down on the banda floor. "Jumbo!" she cried, "I am here!" Aunt Ada wasted no time. First she hugged us so hard, if we had been cola nuts, we'd surely have been cracked. Then she asked me, "Jumbo, my sweet, what is your #1 Christmas wish?" I always wished for the same thing. "To see Father Christmas," I said. We children received small gifts, oranges, carved dolls, sometimes shoes. But not even Father Christmas's helper had ever once come here to our village. It was so far away. "A fine wish," my auntie told me, as she did each year. "I'll see what I can do." The way her eyes sparkled, I just knew she had already done something. That night, when everyone was asleep, I heard a soft hiss, hiss, like water sizzling in the fire. I sat up and saw Aunt Ada and the cheetahs creeping close. Their eyes glowed like coals. "Look, Jama," she whispered with excitement. Then she opened a large bundle and lifted out a splendid red blanket. I looked again. It was a Father Christmas suit. "Find someone to wear this on Christmas Eve," she said, "and the whole village will have your wish." The days were one long secret as we planned this Christmas surprise. Our whispers filled the air like wind in the tall grass. It was easy to find a Father Christmas. Old Tane, the chicken man, had always dreamed of such a job. Though tall and thin, he promised me that for the occasion he would make himself properly plump. Aunt Ada took charge of the gifts. Shopping was her specialty. "What about a sleigh?" I asked her. "A problem indeed," she said thoughtfully. "Sleighs do not grow here like bananas on trees." So instead of a sleigh, Aunt Ada ordered an elephant for Father Christmas to ride. "But Tombo will not carry people," the elephant owner insisted. "He cannot be tamed." But Aunt Ada insisted more, and with Pomp and Circumstance at her side, the man could not refuse. "What about snow?" Aunt Ada asked. From the many holiday cards she'd seen in her travels, she knew this must be a necessity. "A problem indeed," I said. My best friend Napaso and I collected chicken feathers in grain sacks. Though most of the feathers were speckled or brown, they would be our snow. The days crept slowly by like they do when we wait for the rain. But at long last Christmas Eve came. All the villagers knew by now that something would happen this night. Like magic, the people gathered together. They ate mandazis and chapis and sang Christmas songs while awaiting the wonderful thing to come. Suddenly, there came a swish of leaves. From out of the bush, a great elephant slowly strode like a great ship on the sea. High on top, Father Christmas rode. A hush fell over everything. Even the animals slowed. For a moment, we were all part of a secret, deep and old. Then the people cheered with delight. The spell was broken. I hardly recognized old Tania in his suit, red as a pomegranate and grand. Napaso and I danced beside Tombo, the elephant, tossing chicken feather snow all about. Everyone was excited. The children jumped like young locusts, and the old people jumped like old locusts. Soon, Tombo stooped and knelt, and Father Christmas slid down. The cheetahs were so excited they chased him up a tree. "Stop that, you naughty boys!" Aunt Ada cried, shooing them off. Father Christmas smiled, springing to the ground, springing as much as he could for one so fat. He sipped hot chai, then gave out gifts. Toy cars, kanjas, bicycles too. When the toys were gone, he nimbly climbed up on Tambo and rode back into the bush. "Kaji!" everyone called. Some people peeked for one last glimpse at the spot where he had gone, but he vanished like smoke. So chattering, the villagers walked away, slowly like melting snow. Congratulating ourselves loudly over our success, Aunt Ada and Napaso and I frolicked all the way home. Soon old Tenali shuffled into our banda, hoisting his pillow belly. We rushed to praise his fine work, but he was nearly in tears. "I am so sorry," he said sadly again and again. "But why?" we asked. "Tambo behaved most badly. He would not allow me to ride," he wailed. "I have failed everyone in the village." We stared at each other. Then outside, from high above, I heard a sound, a shout. "Happy Christmas to all!" We rushed out and saw a great giant elephant climbing the starlit sky. Seated on top was Father Christmas, waving down. For a long time we stood in silence, as stiff as baboa trees. "You naughty, naughty boys for chasing that poor fat man!" my auntie scolded the cheetahs, horrified. "Our plan worked," I said. Then we laughed and we cried together. Now I am old. Each December my grandchildren gather about me, jumping like young locusts. "A story, Baba, a story," they plead. "Which one?" I tease. "The story, Baba, of when you were a boy." And so I began. I remember one Christmas very well, the year that I was 10. And that is the end of A Kenya Christmas.